My folks say I have to learn some math, but I was thinking I'd rather play video games and enjoy myself. So here I am at your lesson, and I want you to tell me what's the point in it.
Well, math is a way to train logical thinking, and it's an entrance into science and technology. I always encourage my students to embrace the wonderful language of math. I think that it's a part of every math student's journey.
But I don't want to be a scientist, It's just something my folks want me to do. They think that, I need to get my A-levels because when I'm older, I'll regret it or whatever. But, I'm not going to go into any of those science subjects. What do we need math for anyway? I'm going to be a musician and, anyway, it's just something my folks want me to do. They just want me to do this for them. I don't see the point in it. You're the math teacher. You tell me why must I do this? Because I think it's a waste of my time, and I'm not going to do it.
I can see that you're struggling to find the relevance in these maths lessons, and I suppose I can say that I tend to agree with your parents. They, maybe would be a little bit short-sighted to make decisions at your age that will affect your future. If you want to be a musician, then honestly, from my perspective, music is just math in a practical way. There's not much difference between the two of them.
You sound just like them, my folks. You're telling me math's important, math's this, all I see is a bunch of numbers and letters, and I'm never going to use that in my life. No way. No, and it's, I don't have a math brain. I'm just not that kind of person. It's not the same as music. Music is beautiful. Math is boring. And, actually, I'm a rebel. I think math is for your guys' generation. It's not relevant to my generation. My generation has to deal with, environmental issues, and, we have to deal with politics. And you guys have ruined the whole, the world and left it to my generation in order to deal with it. And you're telling me that I must worry about a maths exam when basically we have to clean up the mess that you guys have made for us in your generation. So tell me, what is it that...
To me, math is the most beautiful thing with absolutely no purpose whatsoever. Now, it's also the building blocks of philosophical thoughts, art, music, science, religion, everything. Math is one of the most creative things that human beings have ever done and can do. And I just teach it because I like it so much, and I couldn't care what you get out of it. But since you're such a rebel, it's a gatekeeper. Math's a gatekeeper. It's an act of rebellion to do well in math. It's a gatekeeper to so many different things. You do well in math, you can get into a university, you can go and study politics. People always look at you differently the rest of your whole life. And it's total nonsense. It's total nonsense. It doesn't say anything about who you are. It doesn't say anything about your parents. It doesn't, but no one will ever believe you. If you do well in your math exams, doors will open for you for the rest of your adult life. There's no bigger act of rebellion than that. So, it doesn't make any difference to me. I'm going to go have fun and play with math. If you want to join me, I look forward to...
So you're saying you don't care how I do in math?
I just want to spend time sharing my passion with you, but the rest of the world will care.
But if I'm doing it because the world cares, then how is it an act of rebellion?
The world's wrong. But we have to work with the system that exists in order to change it. It's like if you have a beehive, and if you're outside that beehive or you're trying to get into that beehive, all the bees will attack you as a stranger. But once you're inside the beehive, those bees will leave you alone. They'll leave you alone because you're one of them. You're through the gate.
So what you're basically saying is maths is beautiful and a wonderful thing that everyone should be doing because it's so beautiful, but that's not why I should be doing math. You're saying I should be doing math because it's an act of rebellion to do well at math and get inside the system so I can go and make the changes that I want to make. And that actually, that's a way to be a rebel in this life. You're not like other maths teachers.
You're finally paying attention.
Can you help me get good math marks? Please?
Yes. Let's go.